Back when wrestlers had to walk through the crowd and only a piece of rope was there to save them, do you know of a time when a wrestler or manager had anything stolen off them? The title belt, a hat, a jacket, or a racket?
Well, I lost a can of mace in a riot in Baton Rouge one night. Oh yeah, I mean, there was one time I had gotten my head shaved in Louisiana, and we were in Houston, and to finish the match, Hercules Hernandez and Duggan, was that we'd get in a big schmoz, and then somewhere or another, Duggan would get my mask off, but Herc would hit him, and he'd drop it, and I'd grab it, and we'd run off, but they got to see me with the head shaved, right? Well, as I'm going down the aisle, because this had been a fucking last minute thing, and I, didn't have a mask on hand, so Hercules Hernandez had given me one of his where he was the assassin number 2 in the Carolinas with Jody. And because it was gold, I'd taken a black marker and just colored it all in gold part. And then I got another one as from somebody. It was a better black and white one a couple weeks into this thing. But anyway, I had the mask in my hand. It's the only one I had. As we're running down the aisle, a guy snatched it from me and ran off down in between the seats down through the ringside. And I didn't think for a second and ran after him. Give me that. And I got him by the back of the shirt and held him up, and I kicked him in the balls kind of and got the fucking shirt, right? And then I looked around and realized I'm in the middle of ringside and people are about to kill me. And all of a sudden, here comes Hercules. He knocked some people over ringside seats, grabbed me and threw me over his shoulder. And I had the mask in my hand and he had me in his hand. And he just took off knocking the seats over and got us out of ringside and saved my life when I was trapped inside the people for that brief moment. But no, they weren't really coming to pick your pocket. The baby faces a lot of times had jackets stolen from them or T-shirts or whatever by, girls wanting souvenirs. And with the heels, you could lose things because, like they would jerk the clothes off somebody, sometimes the manager or, whatever in the process of getting in the big fight, but nobody was actually just coming to rob you. It was a byproduct of the physical assault.
I always love that video and that match where it's, I think, you and Jimmy Hart against Bobby Eaton. And the money's getting thrown out into the crowd.
Oh, Jesus.
You always said the story was they never found any trace of the money or even the box.
No, everything was gone. Everything was gone. It was just, and when I woke up, because the one guy took the opportunity to sucker punch me after the people had knocked the cameraman over and the floor camera footage goes to fucking black because Ken Parnell's laying on his side with people stepping on him to get in the ring. And all these little black kids are diving over the top rope, trying to grab these dollar bills. And then came every adult practically in the building. I'm hiding behind Roger Smith, the assassin, until Jimmy Hart's separated from us in the mob. I've never seen this many people in the ring. And I'm screaming, Jimmy, get over here. Jimmy, get over here. Next thing I know, the ring is empty. I'm flat on my ass. I'm looking at my feet, and they're both standing over me. Are you okay? Some fucking guy had just clocked me from nowhere. My jaw hurt, right? That's the only thing I remembered. Bam, Ken Parnell said as he was trying to struggle and get back up, he saw one guy hit me. And it knocked me out, and I missed the rest of the fucking – by the time I woke up, everybody was gone. I was like, what the – it's almost like you just done acid and imagined some shit, and all of a sudden you wake up and realize, what the fuck? It was interesting.
My favorite thing about that, obviously, the part where you getting knocked out isn't on video because the camera does go flying and you just see it.
Yes.
But then it cuts to the studio and you have Lance and he's like, well, partners, never go in the ring.
Yeah. They said it to me, and don't throw the coffee and don't go in the ring. It's just not good for anybody.